While some people head off to family plans on Friday afternoon, most workplaces in Norway have a tradition of lønningspils, a social outing with drinks soon after salaries are paid on the 12th of each month. Colleagues also make friendly gestures, like this surprise birthday party they have planned for John on Friday afternoon to go into the weekend in merry fashion. Happy birthday, John! Surprise!
Oh wow, I don't know what to say. Thanks all of you.
Well, 30 is a round number birthday, so we figured we should celebrate with a nice cake for you.
We checked with your partner, and she says she'll take care of your daughter tonight, so you aren't expected home for a couple of hours.
You've really thought of everything. Thanks so much. This is so much fun, and I could really do with the celebration now after submitting that massive revision.
I don't mean to distract attention from your birthday, John, but I have an additional reason to celebrate. I just heard back from the job I interviewed for, and they plan to offer it to me.
That's amazing news. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, Kari. That's fantastic.
That was a really quick process as well.
Yeah, the formal offer will take a little time, but the committee was unanimous, and the faculty board should approve it without any problem. I must have done well with the teaching at my trial lecture.
It's a good thing the other department is just down the road, so you won't be going too far away.
You should still come join us for lunch once in a while.
And you know, we should still write that paper together so you won't forget us.
Of course I won't forget you. I just hope the people at the other department are as friendly and supportive. They did seem really nice and helpful when I was applying for this position, so that's good too.
Great. Now we have 2 reasons to celebrate. And I'm convinced that it's possible to build a good academic career while also having a work-life balance like Kari. Let's finish this cake and head out for beers.
I think generally in academia there's too much focus on competition and too little on collaboration. I think it's very important to work together with others, to have friends in the field. One example, a couple of years ago when I applied for a starting grant from the European Research Council, these research consultants advised us not to work together with our competitors, to be aware of what those so-called competitors were doing, to be ahead of them, very much sort of this competition model. And I was really surprised by this in some ways. Then later, a colleague of mine who works at a different university also applied for the same grant, same round, same panel, thematically, a project that thematically is related to my own project. And we did in fact talk together, we did in fact share ideas, and we prepared together. And in the end, both of us got the grant. And today she's one of my main collaborators. She's also a very good friend of mine. And I think people often think about networking in very instrumentalist terms, something that you have to do, talk to senior scholars, and something that you have to do to improve your own career. But I think generally it's also really important to have some friends, peers, that because you're interested in the kind of research that they're doing, and some of these relationships may not be useful or beneficial in the short term, but eventually academia can be very lonely. So it's also really important to have some other people who understand what it's like, what you're doing research on, that you can talk to and you can share your experiences and your ideas and you trust them. So some of my main research collaborations actually have been together with people whom I also consider my friends.
In terms of collaboration beyond academia, I feel really strong about it because as a social scientist, I truly believe that all research should be beneficial for society. And it's impossible to do that without collaboration with organizations outside of academia. And I'm a sports researcher, so for me, I collaborate with sport organizations. So I spend a lot of time working with coaches, with leaders in sport organizations to figure out what are the issues that are important for them, what are the challenges they face in their everyday lives, and how can research help them solve these issues. So go beyond academia, collaborate with organizations and people that are relevant for the kind of research that you do. And the first step to doing that is to start doing research dissemination. Disseminate in all kinds of places, talk to people outside of your university.
I am a researcher who needs to collaborate with others in order to do good research. When I was a PhD student, I worked in a research group where we had a lot of collaboration. The professor who led that research group was very inclusive. He gave a lot of responsibility to us young researchers, and we had a lot of discussions, suggestions, talks together where we just put the ideas on the table and talk them through. And that was very inspiring for me as a young researcher to be able to just share my ideas and test them with the rest of the research group and also the senior research staff at the research group. I do believe that collaboration is important.